There were good old days when we would lie beside our Dada, Dadi, or Nanis who took us to a fantasy world with their stories. But due to technologies and our busy schedule, the art of storytelling has become rare. Listening to a story enhances our vocabulary. We learn new words and also it enhances our listening skills. So, dear students, here is a short story which will take you to a new fantasy world. Sinbad the Sailor. Once upon a time, years and years ago, there lived a poor young potter called Sinbad. He always thought why he was poor and hungry, though he worked so hard. So, one day to make his fortune, he bought some goods with the little money he had. Then he boarded a ship with some other traders and began to trade in every port. To begin with, the voyage was all plain and pleasant sailing. A few days later, a hurricane ripped the ship and almost everything ended in the sea. Fortunately, Sinbad clung to bits of wreckage and kept afloat. Moving along with the winds and currents, but clinging tight to the piece of wood enabled Sinbad to reach the shore of a wonderful island. Sinbad wondered if he could find anything familiar in the unfamiliar place. To look for food, shelter, and study the land around, Sinbad climbed to the top of a palm tree. Gazing out, he noticed a great white dome, which was an egg of a gigantic bird, roc, which is similar to a vulture, who is a bird of prey. Sinbad marched in the direction of the egg, but suddenly felt himself being carried away at a high speed by an enormous bird. The bird flew so high into the sky that the earth almost vanished from Sinbad's sight. But then it dived so suddenly that Sinbad fell on an island close to a great heap of precious stones. The roc had left him in a doomed valley full of treasure of diamonds that was guarded by a serpent. Having seen Sinbad, the serpent opened its jaws to gobble him up. But Sinbad succeeded in tricking the serpent and escaped. He filled his pockets with diamonds before he slipped away from the valley of diamonds. Fortunately, a whale passed by and carried Sinbad to its back to Baghdad, where he lived happily ever after. Hope you all enjoyed the story of Sinbad.